It's Week 14 of the NFL, and we'll see the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Dolphins and the Pats, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
You're getting a look at the most famous building in Foxborough. Opened in 2002, it's Gillette Stadium. Up in the booth alongside Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott, and we are grateful to be up here today because, well, it's been raining pretty heavily all day, and that's certainly going to make it challenging to operate if you're either one of these offenses, Brock.
Yeah, I think that's a fair point, Kate. Now, hopefully you practiced this week knowing some rain was in the forecast. Hopefully everybody on the sidelines, the umpire on the field, and all the footballs they will use today shuttling in and out, you can have that grip. And I'll also say this, keep an eye on the gloves. That technology helps these players in these environments more than certainly players of the past. Quarterbacks, receivers, running backs, everybody got to handle that ball carefully today.
The ball is teed up as rain continues to fall. And we're off from Foxborough. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the return at the 27. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a proud Samoan and one of your few fellow lefty QBs, Brock, Tua Tagovailoa.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game you had last week, stuff in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the one interception, and his effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win, and certainly some momentum to build on today.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. All right, here we go, second down. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Tua now from the gun. That's complete to the rookie out of Alabama. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. A-Chain on the inside give. And he's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Launches one deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, Miami. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
On play action, here's May. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Running right is Bigsby. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. 2nd down now, 7 to go. They run it again with Bigsby. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down. May now from the gun. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Bigsby. And the middle holds. They don't won't get anything on the run. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Made a throw it. Pass is caught, it's T.J. Hawkinson. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way. They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And that one's incomplete, but boy, are they lucky it wasn't intercepted. That was a risky shot, but fortunately, they still have 2nd down coming up. Back now, pressure on its way. The pass falls incomplete, but was there a reason for it? We see a flag out there. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. So now, here's 3rd and goal. May now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's sack. Some yardage. On 1st down, they're going to start out with Achane. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Tua off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down. Defense showing blitz. Tagovailoa. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. The early returns on the stat sheet have been good so far, partner. He's off to the exact kind of start they were hoping he'd have.
Yeah, you can just feel the rhythm, the timing, the tempo, and that ball is zipping all over the field.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Neither side separating much. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. 1st down, here's Tua. Offense is out there and ready to get things going again. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. 2nd and 3 now. Achane running to the right. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. That's a pickup of 9. And it'll be 1st down, Miami. Staying on the ground here with Achane. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Achane. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3.
And he gets in. Touchdown. The Dolphins now lead by 10. Devon Achane with the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Shotgun give now to Bigsby. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's May. Throw left side, complete. With a new set of downs. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's May. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Back to the air. It's May. He'll dump this one off to his running back. Complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Right side and into the hands of Douglas. And he gets this forward to the 19. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They give up the gut to Bigsby. And he's able to get back to the line, but that is all. Nothing for them on 2nd down, and third and 1. Throwing is May. Hutchinson reels it in. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. They'll come up 1st and 10. To throw, here's May. And oh, he got it! Interception! Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense. 2nd and 6 now. Achane reels it in. Dukes out a one-stop. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. New set of downs for him at the 38. On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. He's going deep. And he makes the, wait, no, he didn't hang on. It falls incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. 2 now from the gun. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. To the air on 1st down, May. Over to Douglas on the sideline, caught.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From the 32. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're first to 3. May on 1st and 10. He's got a man left. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's second. First down throw for May. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. May now from the gun. He's on the move. He's keeping it. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see. Going play action, May. Has the connection to Hawkinson. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. On play action, here's May. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now here he goes. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Stopped by Chop Robinson. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. A give right side, here's Bigsby. And the defense is all over this one. They go to punt on 4th down, and out heads Tommy Townsend. And this will be his first effort of the contest. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. The Dolphins send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. And he's already scored once this game, something he's made a bit of a habit of this season. As we see, he's among the league's best at finding that end zone. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense. I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a quarterback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes on how to stay in position and, most importantly,
pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Hard to do better than that. A 66-yard punt. And the Pats will take over. They've got first down from the 31. May looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Here's May. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Here's May to the air. Dumps it off to his running back. And the coverage. Fields it to almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Patriots have their punting unit out. He broke 50 on his first punt and looks to have done the same here. That's taken at the 15. And he's brought down before the return gets far. 65 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Dolphins football. They'll start the drive with Achane. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Here's 2nd and 11. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Patriots get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
Going down the middle, as you can see, you're giving them a real chance at making that pick. Might be a case of trying to force one where he shouldn't have. And you're sure hoping as a quarterback you learn your lesson on that one.
They go play action on first. Complete now to the right side. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Now it's Bigsby, and he's brought down for a loss.
Supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Gets it quickly to Douglas. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. And the Dolphins in a nickel set for this 3rd down. From the gun, it's May. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Has room down the left sideline. Into the red zone. And the Dolphins take over on his 5th interception of the season.
You know, I can still hear the call all the way up in the booth. Okie, Okie! That's what that whole defense screams after an interception, and you see everybody getting involved. That nearly went for a house call. Just an incredible effort by that offense to run it down, but even with that, they will take that Okie any...
And the defender comes away with it. Dorian Williams makes the play. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Back to the air. It's May. Hauled in left side. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Now we give left side to Bigsby. Across the 45 and still going. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Patriots with... Get tackled. New set of downs for him from the 46. They'll take an option to the right on 1st down. Escapes it. Oh no, the ball is loose. And the Dolphins got it. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And Miami returns this to the end zone. Touchdown. The Dolphins go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. McCarty now for the PAT. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Dolphins lead by 15 now. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. His return starts at the 5. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. The Patriots offense all set to go. And Brock, I know the goal is always points every drive, but I think just as big a goal, gotta play clean football here. You cannot give it away for a third consecutive possession.
Yeah, we call that rebuilding some confidence in yourself as a group, right? Just to execute without the mistakes. Pros, you can shake off a turnover with ease, but back-to-back, even the seasoned vets have a little trouble getting past that.
Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Dump off caught by his back. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. He'll throw it yet again. Hutchinson reels it in. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Third and a lone yard coming up. Back-to-back carries here. And he's able to get this down to the 36. All right, all set up now. First and 10. Here's a throw. Hits him on the out route. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a New England first down. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Catch is made in close. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it first and goal. Working inside the red zone. Escapes the pocket. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And coming for them on this play, it seems. Elsewhere on the field, they've got a player hurt and in need of some attention. On second and 7. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in. Buckle up, it's third and goal. Looking for a throw here. And they will score. It's a New England touchdown. The Patriots can make it a one-score game as they trim the lead. It's a T.J. Hutchinson touchdown. The kick is good, and they've moved back within a possession in the fourth. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Dolphins, and this running back headed back out for a new series. And with the end of the season in sight, he's looking for a strong finish to capture that NFL rushing crown. They're out and set, first and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Fits it through the middle. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And it'll be first down, Miami. Here's A-Chain running right. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down. Here's A-Chain up the middle. And they're going to bring him down after he drives it down to the 7. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. 2nd and 3 now. They'll stick with A-Chain. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. A-Chan. Dives for the pylon, and that's a touchdown. The Dolphins have a commanding 14-point lead now in the 4th. Devon A-Chan with the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player could...
Throwing it to start this drive. Complete to his back, Tank Bigsby. And he goes out of bounds after taking... First and 10, gotta score immediately here. Only one timeout left, and that clock winding down. Dropping back to throw. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. They'll try and throw it here. Setting up the running back screen. And he's out of bounds past midfield. First and 10, gotta score immediately here. Only one timeout left, and that clock winding down. Throwing it again here. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they make the tackle at the 38. They'll throw it again. Into the hands of Bigsby, complete. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Still sticking with the passing game. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. So now we get a stoppage. Looks like a timeout called by the defense. To throw. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down. Looking to throw it. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. A-chain on the inside give. Give them a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. So now then, after the penalty, this is 1st and goal. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
You know, down here in the red zone where there's a touchdown on the line, you really want to read the quarterback's eyes as a defender. Make sure you know where that throw is going and get in position to swat it away.
And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins have likely locked up the win right there. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Has the connection to Hawkinson. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. To the air now on 1st and 10. Throw left side, caught by Douglas. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 48. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Now looking to throw. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So this one carries all the way to the sideline and out. No chance to make a play on that, and they'll take over at the 16-yard line. So it's a win for the visiting Dolphins. And they take their first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Dolphins, your winners. As with that, we'll sign off from New England.
Way to make the play.